got going on. You know what I'm saying?
So I said you do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You also like a social activist, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You and Ace and Stunning Man was on the fucking bridge protesting. What was your y'all trying to get that 100 million in it? Right
Yeah. It was definitely about black faces in tech spaces.
Straight
What that
up.
shit was about, man. Social,
Talk
that's what
about
it's about.
that. Thank you.
So they say the word activist, and I know people mean well, but that shit is watered down. And then what they do is like they kind of like strip you with that more than anything. Like I said before I'm in the streets, I'm a person, right?
Definitely.
And that was more like saying it's so much money in tech. I think 1.7 trillion annually, not billion, trillion. Yeah, so that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think less than like 3% is black folks. That's a problem. So if we talking about the future and we talking about generational wealth and we talk about money, why do you think people from all over the world is coming to sleep on a couch in the Bay Area? It's for the chicken, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the chicken is in tech. Everything that, look at what we talking on. Look at what's in our pocket. Look at everything around it. This is all technology.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very vague word, but it's so many different.
Encompasses a lot of shit.
Come on.
Yeah.
So when we on the bridge and shit, I'm like, man, our children need to be going to schools where they're able to understand what's going on. Like when you look at the Bay Area, why are we affected? Let's talk about the rap culture.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it. Yeah.
What happens? What do you think would go on right now if this was New York? If the tech capital of the world was New York, what do you think would be going on in L.A., New York, Atlanta, and Houston? It'd be totally different,
It'd be probably
right?
3, 4, 5 empires, all the shit. Yeah.
You got to intertwine it. Right now, the talent ain't the issue in the Bay, my nigga. We don't even have to come together. It's the business and understanding that these folks, it's 8 million people in the Bay. All you need is 10% or 1%. Fuck it. All we need is 1%. That's 80,000 people to come out and support what's going on day in and day out. Now you got your bars. Now you got your clubs. Now you got your concerts. Now you got your restaurants. You got all of this different type of revenue that's trickling in. And when you got these people in tech that are hoarding the cash because they scared to death or don't know where to even go and congregate, it creates this distance that don't need to be. Exactly. Yeah. Imagine if you go into LA and none of the Hollywood money was hitting the streets.
Right.
So we need that tech money to trickle down, you know what I'm saying? And we need our folks to be able to create some dope ass apps, some dope ass situations to where the money is touching multiple hands throughout the community.
How do you feel that, like because this is my thing. I was born in 84, and I tell niggas this all the time. In 84, the city was 25% black. How do you feel that the lack of black people hurts San Francisco in particular?
I mean, where it ain't no black people, it ain't no culture. It's self-explanatory. If they want to turn us into, like, I don't know, San Mateo or something like that, it's just not going to be a good look. If we look like South City or Brisbane, you feel what I'm saying? So often they paint it as a quote-unquote liberal city, but this is one of the most sophisticatedly racist cities in the United States of America because they do it with a smile. You feel
Institutional
me?
racism.
I mean, it's dry. Right now, like the city, we carrying the culture, but imagine if you could still go to the mall and people black.
Man.
You know imagine you go to the Point, Sunnydale, Double Rod, Alamany, Potrero Hill, the VGs, you know what I'm saying, Army Street, all that. I think I said the Hill for sure, so it's like the towers. All of this, bro. So when you take that away, you stripping it down, and once you strip it down, you're going to see an exodus. People want to be here till they come and see it's dry. So anybody that's involved, reverse gentrification got to take place, because in modern times, Fillmore is ground zero for gentrification in modern times. Meaning San Francisco is the first city to almost successfully eradicate blackness. We had 3% right now, bro.
Yeah, it's ugly right now.
The majority of people that be here that's black commute here.
See, the thing is, the money, San Francisco is an expensive city, but like what you say kind of go back to everything that you talking about. You got to get the money, let's go through tech. When you come out here, it's no black people, but it's no black people because it ain't no money. The money's not trickling down. And
then look at cannabis. We also the cannabis capital of the world.
We are, yeah.
Ain't no way we shouldn't see 10, 20, 30 black billionaires in tech.
In the marijuana industry.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
When the majority is locked up, you feel me? That's what's going on. Shout out to Snow Cones. I got the founder of Snow Cones right next to me, you feel me?
Okay.
So billionaire to be when it comes to the cannabis. So yeah, we gotta get in these spaces. So when we was protesting, That's what this shit is about. Ownership, equity, speaking up. Music is a beautiful thing. It's also a commercial. So what is the commercial for? Is it for a beverage? You know what I'm saying? Is it for clothing? Is it for a hair product? It got to be for something more than just music. You know what I'm saying? Historically, when you look at the successful artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?